What is going on, good people of YouTube? It is me, Chavez, back with another Prize Picks video for you. Today is Sunday, March 5th, 2023. We got 10 games on the NBA schedule for you, so quite a bit to dig into. I have two plays that I want to share with you. I'll give you my reasons as to why I like these plays. We'll go ahead and recap our plays from yesterday, and then I'll share with you some of the plays that I shared in the membership section of my channel, and we did pretty well in those plays too. So as always, I hope this video finds you all doing well and in good spirits. And without further delay, let's talk about yesterday's picks. All right, so yesterday's picks, we went 2-1 on the day, but in all fairness, I want to say that we went 1-1, and here's why. I initially liked, I really liked the over on Zach Collins' fantasy points, but at the time of making the video, his fantasy points weren't available, so I rolled with his PRA. Once his fantasy point did get listed on the board, I put that in one of my slips, so Zach Collins ended up hitting his fantasy score, but missed his PRA by 0.5. So I feel like that's just, I feel like that's just kind of like a scratch on that one. So I guess you could say that we went over, but because in the video I mentioned his PRA versus his fantasy points, and that's what was on the board, we're going to go ahead and cross that one off the list. But if you did play his fantasy points, you did profit from that. The other two picks that we played went over on Jakob Poeltl's points and rebounds. He finished with 19. He needed 23. He got into early foul trouble, and then it was just another one of those weird games where he just wasn't getting the usage. Just kind of like an ugly game. Did go to overtime, and I was very, very optimistic that Jakob Poeltl could get it done for us in overtime, but he did not. Our last pick, our pick that did hit, no questions asked, was took the over on DeLon Wright's 4.5 assists, and he cleared that, finished with 7. I want to say he had 3 at the end of the first quarter, then finished the first half with 4, and then came out and, dished out 3 more assists. And then I'll share with you what these membership picks look like yesterday, and we did pretty good on those too. So the 3 plays that I shared in our membership section, first time doing this, so I'm still trying to not perfect the process here, but just get better at it, every day. Took the under on James Wiseman PRA 22.5, finished the game with 12 PRA. Took the over on Pascal Siakam's 11.5 first half points, finished with I think he finished with 10. It's very, very frustrating. And then we took the over on Brook Lopez 19.5 PRA, and he also went over that. So in my membership section, marquee or MVP tiers, you get these plays along with detail write-ups, and you get to look at the slips that I'm playing for that day. So not a bad first day overall. But today I have 2 plays for you that I'll share, give you some reasons as to why I like them, and then we'll wrap this video up. Let's go. All right, first play I want to talk about, we're going to head on over to that Boston-New York Knicks game, and I want to take the over on Mitchell Robinson's 9.5 rebounds and assists. Now, this is the first time I've ever seen, me personally, a line set the same for 2 different props. So got 9.5 rebounds and 9.5 rebounds and assists. So I did like his rebounds initially, and talk a little bit about his last game versus the Boston Celtics. We'll head on over to props.cash, and we can see that over his last 5 games, Mitchell Robinson has been doing his thing. One game against Boston in that time frame, he put up 13 rebounds. We took the over on his rebounds and points that game, and he came through for us. And so, if it's not broke, don't try to fix it, right? So I wanted to go back to that same prop, and then I saw the 9.5 rebounds and assists, and I already liked his rebounds. And with the assists, now he doesn't get a whole lot of assists each game, but it does give you that extra padding in the event that Mitchell Robinson only gets you 9 rebounds, but he does get you 1 assist. I just think that is too good of a prop to pass up. Also, keep in mind, weak defense versus the 5 for the Boston Celtics. Rob Williams is missing this game. He has already been ruled out. So one less big body in the paint to keep Mitchell Robinson from keeping him off the glass. So kind of a weird one here, but I do like the over on Mitchell Robinson, 9.5 rebounds and assists versus the Boston Celtics. Next pick I want to talk about, we're going to head on over to the Charlotte Hornets and Brooklyn Nets game. And I like the over on Kelly Oubre Jr.'s 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And as we head on over to props.cash, pulling up his points, rebounds, and assists over his last 10 games, this does not look all that great, but this is kind of like a magic trick. When you remove LaMelo Ball from the starting lineup, it looks a lot better. So 3 games, last 3 games, really we could say the last 2 games because that first game was played back in December without Ball. But 2 consecutive games of 30 plus PRA for Kelly Oubre without LaMelo Ball in the lineup. And this looks really, really good. He's also playing a pretty soft defense in Brooklyn. I know they just played the Boston Celtics and beat the Boston Celtics, but they didn't exactly dominate that game or shut out the Boston Celtics. Still, a lot of points were scored in that game. And so I don't think that that's a concern for us. One thing I want to show you also when looking at the difference between LaMelo Ball in and out, take a look at Oubre's minutes here. And so most of these minutes were played with Ball on the court, and then these last 2 games without LaMelo Ball, you can see the difference here. And then shot attempts for Oubre, look at that. I mean, he's plateauing around that 15 shots per game. And then without Ball in a lineup, balloons up to 20 plus. When we remove him from the equation, we get a much clearer picture of what those minutes will look like. I mean, almost 40 in every game. That is insane. And then look at his shot volume. I mean, you have to go back to December 3rd to find a game where he shot less than 19 times a game, less than 20 times a game. Points look good as well. So everything goes up when LaMelo Ball is not in the lineup. Now, I know PJ Washington is set to make his return to the lineup today after being out the last few games, but I don't think that actually hurts Kelly Oubre at all. I think Kelly Oubre still eats. I think he sees plenty of floor time. You know, the usage that has to be distributed amongst the rest of the team without Ball in the lineup is huge. And so I think everybody benefits from this. So I do like the over. For those reasons, I like the over on Kelly Oubre's 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists versus the Brooklyn Nets. And ladies and gentlemen, that is going to do it for today's video. 2 plays on the board that I like. 9.5 over rebounds and assists, or over 9.5 rebounds and assists for Mitchell Robinson, and like the over on 30.5 points, rebounds, and assists for Kelly Oubre. Those are the 2 plays that I like. If you are a member or if you are considering joining the channel, check out the link in the description below. Click on that link. It'll take you on over to the community tab where you'll have detailed descriptions over each tier and what you get with each tier, but you'll receive additional player props with write-ups for depending on which tier you select. And then you'll also get access to the slips that I'm playing for today in terms of 2-pick power and 5 or 6-pick flex plays as well. And that'll all be in the membership tab over on the community page. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel, checking this video out. Truly appreciate the time you've taken to do so. Drop me a comment below letting me know who you like on the board today, who you have your eyes on. Also, let me know what you think about my player props that I'm rolling with today. Do you like them? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you want to leave them alone? Either way, let me know in the comments below. And as always, I truly appreciate all the support, the likes, the subs, the comments. It truly means a lot to me in helping this little channel get a bit bigger every single day. And until tomorrow's early look and research video, Chavez is